Alright, y'all. Future me here. I'm gonna interject real quick. I made this video a couple months ago. Well, I didn't make a video. It was a live stream. I modded a 3DS. We ran through the steps, installed HShop, and then got it going. A few things I wanted to interject before we get started. First of all, with the HShop, Nintendo's kind of iffy on that. So if the video gets taken down, I might have to remove that part because it does give you the ability to install like homebrew applications and whatnot and custom themes which were paid, and then it also lets you install games that were previously paid. But in my opinion, the console's been dead for about a year now. They shut the eShop down. You cannot go and download these games anymore. So it makes no sense to me that there's an option out there to do it, and they don't want you to do it, so they take you down. So we'll see what happens with this, and we'll see what we get here. This is a long one, so don't feel like you have to stick around if you don't want to. But yeah, I'm gonna hit y'all with this video, and I hope y'all enjoy. Much love. We gonna mod this here 3DS I got at Midwest Fest. Got the SD card, and I got the reader, and I'm gonna show you all how it's done. Step 1, 3DS. Oh, 3.guide. Okay, so this has gotten a lot easier over the years than it used to be. But nah, this used to be like a 3-hour process. You'd have to downgrade the 3DS. You'd have to then like do a bunch of shit, get a bunch of keys, re-upgrade it, and then mod the firmware. It was insane. But this is so much easier now. Okay, so basically what this does, it gives you access to install games and stuff, save data editing, home screen customization, all that good stuff. Nintendo shut the servers down like 6 months ago, so you got to do this to be able to use this anymore. So that's what we're gonna do. We'll continue. Okay. So the first thing we have to do, I have to get I think I have it. No. There we go. So yeah, basically the first thing you got to do is get this program to format this SD card, because you have to do it in FAT32. And so yeah, I think it's there. Okay, there. Open. Yes. Let's not format my C drive either. Okay, so the one thing with GUI Formatter, it does not give a fuck. It will format whatever drive you tell it to format. So you got to make sure you go in here. My SD card is empty. It's the D drive. Make sure you select the right drive. On 3DS, you have to make sure your allocation unit size is 32,768. Otherwise, it'll fuck up. And then I'm gonna call this one 3DS. Call it Taz 3DS. Start. Yeah, this program does not give a fuck. It will format your shit and it will be gone. Boom, Taz's 3DS. There you go. Okay. So now we go back. File placement, root of the SD card is what we were just in. It tells you basically how to download the files, how to extract them. get started. Yep. So we need to check our version. So our version matches 11.17u. We're good there. Okay. So select a method. This is an old 3DS. And we're on a United States version. You hit confirm. And then you choose the operating system you're using. I'm using Windows. So now we're going to install Bootstrap 9. And basically, Bootstrap 9's the... it's a program exploit. Yep. What you used to have to do is, yeah, you used to have to do some other shit, but it used to be crazy. So we need Python, open, install. This is different than when I did it back in the day. You had to install Bootstrap 9, but you had to run like a roundabout exploit within the 3DS. There was like a they exploited like the DS side of it, so you had to like use a flash cart, run a DS ROM. It would exploit the system. You'd have to do that. You'd have to get in that way, and then you'd have to downgrade the firmware, get a key, and then re-upgrade, and then run a bunch of other exploits to get custom firmware. Cool. Okay, so we have Python. So basically what you do, click on the release zip, save that shit. Okay, so I actually need to pull this out of here. So we need to do the prep work. Okay, we did that. Close. Power off. Plug this shit back in. Okay, so I got the release.zip. Let's see. Release.zip. Extract all. We're gonna browse. Hit this. Select folder. Extract. Boom, there you go. So mine looks like that one. I have all the files in the right place. Oh, this is different. It didn't used to be a Python script. It used to be like hours of copying files. mset9.bat. Double click. Okay. It did not create the SD data. Hold on. Try this again. Okay, back to this. There we go. There we go, now I have it. Run the script. Hit the number corresponding, so I'm 11.17. So we're gonna hit 1, enter. Hit 1. Okay, so it looks like I did get an error 10, so we need to run this. Okay, so eventually this will boot. Okay, so settings. No, we just hacking. It's all good. It's all good. Data management, 3DS, software. Reset. So the script made it where it would reset. Okay, reset complete. You can now re-download software from eShop. We go back. We go back. And we close. There we go. Stream desktop. This is turning into the first time I modded my 3DS. In and out, constantly. Okay, there we go. So... if you get an error 10 malformed, do step 7. Okay. Mset 1, 1. Hit enter. Okay, so I guess this takes some MacGyvering. Hold on. So we need to remove that. So we sanity checked it. It's gonna work. So what we have to do... Section 2. Okay, instructions must be followed exactly. Okay, so... turn on... overhead cam. So we're turning on with the SD card. Hover over system setting icon. Power off. Power on. Okay. Off and on, hit A. Data management. 3DS. Extra data. So then what you do is do not press any buttons with the console still on. Remove the SD card. Menu will refresh. Insert SD card in the computer. Run MEST9 script. So I need to run this. Select your version. It's going to be 1. And then we're going to do 2. Hit enter to exit. Reinsert into console without hitting buttons. Okay, it's doing something. Oh, there you go. Check it. Okay. So this is bootstrap 9 installer. So we're gonna do over, down, over, up, A. And it's gonna back up the 3DS. It's gonna back up the operating system. And all the keys. Boom. You hit A. It's gonna boot Luma. Leave these options at default. Hit start to save and reboot. Okay, so check it real quick. How you tell you're running custom firmware. See how it says sys? That means you're on the system NAND, but you're modded, and then your version. So you close this, and we're gonna remove this MSET. So insert the card. One enter, and then 3 enter, and enter to exit. Done. At this point, console will boot Luma by default. Finalizing setup. Save. Save. Okay, so now we do copy that finalize, cut, paste, Luma, new folder, call it payloads. And then we copy that finalize.firm to it. So downloads, cut, paste, close. This is so much easier than it used to be. Updating system in this section. So I guess they overrode the system update since they know that Nintendo is not going to use it anymore. Let's see what happens here. There we go. There we go. This section sync the internal clock to the actual time and dumps down firmware. Okay. So this gives you the menu. Miscellaneous options. And we're gonna dump the SP. Nullify user time offset. Main menu. B to exit. Power off. So then we're going to hit start and power. It's going to run God mode 9. It's going to run a finalize script. A to continue. Console will boot into God mode 9, which is what it did. Press A to do so, and then A to continue. A to do so. Press home to bring up the action menu. Scripts. Finalize. Okay, the script will do the following. Install base homebrew applications, copy God mode 9, remove unnecessary SD card files, create an essential XFS backup and an AND backup. Script may take up to 15 minutes to complete. We're going to hit A. We're going to unlock the sysnand. Over, down, over, A. So now, oh, it's automating everything. So this is where you used to have to take the SD card out 20 times and put it back in to install a bunch of applications. This script does it for you. So then, I think we're done here. Because that's going to take like 15 minutes to run. Because that NAND backup takes forever. So, basically after that, I take that God Mode 9 back up. And then I'll have NAND backup. And then you're done. Yeah. That's way easier. My boy Danny was right. Way easier. But that's way easier than it used to be. This used to be a 3 or 4 hour process. You had to do all this shit manually. That's insane comms. So, we just nerding out over here. It still has 2 minutes left. Pop that back in. So you take this, GM9, backups. This data is very important. If you lose this data, and then you end up, like, installing some shit and bricking the 3DS, like, to where it doesn't boot anymore, you're fucked. So what we do is we take this, copy it to desktop. Okay, there we go. 3DS game. Rename 3DS. And I usually put the serial number, which is SW111434 336. Put it back up. There we go. And then you take this. Yep, so now it's uploading that. And then that keeps it safe. Then I can take this SD card, I can delete that because it takes up a couple gigs. Well, actually, you know what? I'm just going to leave it there. I have a 256 gig SD card. So you leave that there. Turn the music back on. Eject this shit. So So then I'll show you guys what this looks like now. This is going to take a second to boot. So that's a theme manager, your save manager, your title manager, which I'll show you guys that in a second. That's a FTP client, your homebrew launcher, and your homebrew updater. All installed with a script. So we're going to launch this one called FBI real quick. We're going to hit remote install, scan QR code. We're going to scan that QR code and install. Boom. Okay. So this is where stuff gets sussy. This H-Shop is basically, it's everything that was ever on the eShop, and you can download everything for free. So, games, North America, there you go. So any game you want to play, there you go. And it has search function, normal search. I'm going to type, I own this game. It's going to be Kingdom. Search yielded no results. C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. Kingdom Hearts. There it is. A. Oh no, it wants to take an hour. Yeah, fuck that. We ain't waiting on that. Anyways. That's what that does, and it gives you the battery percentage. This is actually a newer app. There used to be one. It used to be called Free Shop. They took it down. But yeah, that's a modded 3DS. Custom firmware. This is basically... I might do some other stuff with this. Like show you guys how to get the open source... the open source, like, online stuff set up. Like, they have a wiki on how to use Rosalina menu. Hold on, So, they have, like, a wiki on how to use Rosalina, how to get custom themes, how to install your emulators, your save editing, and then you're installing Pretendo, which I'm going to have to run through. I'll have to install Nimbus and all that. Universal Updater. I'll have to check out the Universal Updater. I don't know what that app is. But you can do it on Wii U as well. These guys are really cool. I know these people personally. They're doing really good work reviving this platform, because ever since Nintendo shut the servers down, it's just kind of been dead. So I'm glad these guys are out here doing God's work. Wireless streaming, yeah, just all kinds of stuff you can do with a modded 3DS. And I mean, really, I got this for $80. If you can find one for cheap enough, there's no reason not to mod it at that point, because it gives it so much more functionality than it had during its original lifespan, and it's super easy to do. You literally, I followed a guide. It took an hour. So just wanted to let y'all know on that. Revive your 3DS that's sitting in a drawer. Pull it out, get a little SD card up in there, and get some shit done. I mean, that's what this is all about. Just reviving something that would otherwise be e-waste. Nintendo left this thing behind after, what, it's been 10 years. I mean, they gave it a fair life, but they left it behind, and we want to give it a new life, so that's what we're doing. But yeah, I'm gonna let y'all go. We'll see y'all later. Peace out.